Back to the channel. Here today we are going to share all single stuff that you might be using in the next couple of years, and I'm quite sure either that you do e-commerce, either that you have a skincare or any kind of supplement company running now in e-commerce business, either you do info business, you are going to follow these steps and you are going to somehow get these trends if you know it. So a couple of stuff that I would love to share with you on what's going on in the market, what's going on in tier 1 countries, in tier 2 countries and tier 3 countries, is that a lot of people today are focusing on what is for them good to sell, but whatever is good in your mind for you to sell doesn't necessarily works for the market itself. So one of the things that I usually suggest and I do internally for ourselves is like we test with a slow and a low budget in a fast way, offer in certain market in certain period, and we tend to see understand if the market react in a way that there is a response or doesn't react. So for example, assume that you want to start your supplement and start to run in a country that you never explored. So again, let's assume that you are an e-commerce owner, brand owner that is working in US and want to expand in France. You're going to check totally new market, you're going to work on a totally new angle, and you are going to check and to face a different target, because people from France are definitely different than people that are in US. So in terms of what we should find and touch and contact is that once you are going to open a new market, test slow. Once you test stuff, check if other competitors are selling it, check since how long they are selling it, and check as well you yourself a test buying a product for them in order to see what is the backend, what it look like their fulfillment, what is like treating good a customer. Because giving you some context behind that, once you are on Facebook, you are an ad celebrity, you pick a product, you like this product, you say I like it, but let's see if the market like itself. You tend to invest something like $200 in advertising for 3 days. This is a part of the test itself. You don't have to ship any product. You have just to get information from the traffic source and to see if people are clicking, commenting, if they are purchasing. So again, if there is interest or not. Once you do that, in the meantime, you can as well as once you do that as a step 2, it's good to buy as well the product after you validated that the market responds well, and you receive the products from this brand at your home. In this way, you can check if they put any kind of marketing material inside the product, if they are shipping from Europe, either from China, if they are going to call you or sending you various SMS exactly after they and you purchase a product. Once you have this kind of stuff, you can definitely create a benchmark, because if this stuff is being done by them, means it's working in a way that if you tend to do exactly the same things in a similar market or in a nearby country, it will work even for you. And once you do this kind of stuff for people that are enough enthusiasts to test various things and various angles, you will even notice what are the gap of this brand. So let's assume that now I give you the playbook on how to launch your brand, and I give you a checklist on what you have to have in shape in order to run successfully. If I give you this, plus you put your exact information that you already learn around the world, checking other YouTube channels, speaking with other friends, speaking with other people, and even knowing that you already might have some experience in e-commerce world, you have to know that every single time before to launch a company that is going to run or a campaign in media buying, you should have a lot of things that are properly set up. Let's start from the front end phase. In terms of front end, if we make an example of launching a supplement in French market, you should have all things related, mock-up of the products, the certification of the products, you should have like the marketing material of the products, you should have all single avatars potentially that you are going to target in your advertising. So a little more information. If you are selling a skincare product, your avatar is a 50 years old lady that wants to get younger and that. And so you have avatar number 1. Then you have avatar number 2. That might be like a young teenager that is 27, 28, but she is going to become 30 and probably in France. This kind of client is thinking that she look old. And so it's same product, different avatars. So if you have this kind of information in place, you are more likely able to run successfully a test, because you can launch a campaign with avatar number 1, with avatar number 2, and you can test along once you decided to start supplement brand. So we are still in front end. In the front end way, you should have all the things in shape related to the website, so such as where the client is stacking in the website. Then you have as well airway tracking every people that are visiting our page, yes or not. The front itself of launching a brand requires that you add a pixel inside your website. And do we have like at least a single UGC creator that is gonna be able to help along the way to run these advertising and creativities for us? So do we have this person, yes or no? Then always in terms of front end, we have the products that gonna have a chance to sell. Do we have in terms of front end, again, our products itself as a right unique value proposition for the market, or is like the same shit that all other e-commerce and brands are selling? So there are various things that this is just the front end part. Then if you are looking to get much more insight out of it, you go in the description. We have 25 things that we always check internally before launch a brand, and you have it very, very specified. Then we go on the backend side. In terms of backend, for me backend is like the dirty job that we should have before to launch a brand and once we are live. So starting from the SMS automation, the client buy the products from you, fulfillment in place that it's fast enough to ship the products, and if not fast enough, definitely we should know when the goods will be delivered to the client in order to inform them, to avoid any kind of chargeback or any kind of problem with the customer itself. Then backend, again, do we have any related to the brand in terms of backend as well? Other stuffs that are relevant to add is like our products do have as well a cross-sell offer, is having as well different products that we might start to sell sooner or later, because these are options that we have to consider. Then adding in your checklist, always in backend, do we have in shape as well the part where once a client buy, we gonna celebrate this stuff with the client in terms of CRM. I say that in the backend is relevant that before you launch any brand, very specific way that we should to get every single information from the customer. So the customer will place an order front end wise. Back end wise, we should have a chance to track and to collect the information of the clients, because more likely we segment this client internally. Better it will be when we want to resell to this customer, and better it will be when we are going to launch a new products of the same brand. And better it will be as well, little example, when the client has a birthday and you track this information in your backend with a mini CRM. Better it will be in order to increase the retention itself. Backend wise, we add 5 very relevant things that for me are very important, and we do every single time that we run and launch a new brand, is that we made the website that is related and is having a way to make a clients buy a product and gift as well a product to another friends of him. So another of the in backend is more now bundle offers. There is other stuff that has always to be there into website and in your brand, that in order to maximize your LV, you should have it in place. So better compelling offers and better compelling products has to be inside the website. After all, second thing to add overall, do your client know also where he have to find you in order to rebuy the product from you? Backend stuff, your already account are tracking every single people that join your platform, and will be able to your already account to re-track and re-advertise to the same customers with a different product or with an offer of the same brand. Are you doing retargeting, yes or no, in a good way or not? Then other two things in terms of backend. For me, backend is again the dirty job itself and doesn't have nothing necessarily related to technology itself. So do we have in shape as well all single customer care operations in terms of the clients who want to get in touch with you, and we have a FAQ already in shape that are able to give information to the client once he receives. Did we add another stuff before to launch a brand? A successful chatbot that makes you free in terms of hassle-free in terms of operation, and makes you even able to scale once you start to get more customers. So last, do you ever thought before launch a brand? For example, this is something that we do internally to share the prototype of the brand itself to other 3 different brand owners in order to get insights from them. This is part of the backend itself. So these are things that I really like to share with you, and I want to be successful enough that when you see and you start to run your brand, you will not forget anything, and makes you directly go to market so successfully that then when we are on the place where you are scaling, then you get in touch with me and we can increase your conversion.